So, keep in mind, guys, well, actually, you know what? I do need this here first. What did I do? What did I do? All right, what do you guys want to do first? You guys want to hear the basic, here's what I want to do, is I want to show you guys the basic script that I use. I should have never shut this off. Tech guy. Where's my tech guy?
It's going to need to warm up, bro.
It's going to need to warm up. Okay, so, yeah, I had it on, then I had the audacity to shut it off, because that's what happens is every now and then you get a bit overzealous. All right, so let's pull up my screw grid. It's warming up. All right, guys, give me like 2 seconds here. All right, real quick, then let's answer a couple of questions. What questions do you guys have? Just call them out right now. Any questions about time blocking, time management, anything else?
I have a question.
Yes.
Save all the input until your weekend is over.
Yes.
Well, how do I remember that Joe Smith I'm supposed to call him back on Thursday at 3 o'clock?
Write it down. But within the program, it's very easy to be able to do that.
So your input, you mean?
Yeah, well, when I'm talking about input, lead input, we're going to make it so you save it all till the end. When you go in the system, there's actually very easy ways. Boom, there we go. So when you do it, when you save it all till the end, just write down the information. If you guys want, give me a call afterwards. I can kind of explain it. It depends on what system you're using. What I'll show you guys is my follow-up system here, and it'll make a little more clarity to it. So here's the deal, guys. Everybody knows me for my expires. Okay, this is what I do. This is what I'm good at. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through with my buddy Andy, he's actually my real estate coach here, and we're going to go through the basic idea of what my expired script looked like. So you guys want to see that?
Yeah.
All right, so I created all of my own scripts. I do all of my own scripts on my own. What we're going to do is living crap out of me, and I'm going to show you guys how good I really am. Done deal?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a script right here that is proven, that works with my expired mastery program. People are using this across the country. Just got a phone call from a lady in Texas who has only been calling expireds for 2 weeks. She scored 4 listing consultations. That's right, I don't go on listing appointments, I go on listing consultations, okay? Listing appointments sound, a presentation sounds like you need like glitter and pop-up stuff. Okay, so, I'm looking for the owner of 123 Smith Street.
Who's this?
Okay, the reason I asked for the owner of 123 Smith Street is how many people have called and they ask for, number one, they ask for a dead person, they get somebody's name wrong, they ask for the ex-wife, the ex-husband. How many times does that happen? If you want to offend somebody, ask for a dead person. But you can't offend somebody by asking for the owner of the street, because then what happens is you know if they actually own the home. So, my name is Aaron. I just started using this. I am the local realtor. As you're probably aware, the home just came off the market. You're probably wondering why I'm saying Aaron and I'm not with Keller Williams. The reason I say I'm not with Keller Williams is because 35 of you guys are going to call, and what's going to happen is, oh, Keller Williams, you're the 17th agent to call me. So the goal of the script is to not have objections come up, okay? The goal of the script here is to not have objections come up. Then I say, the home, as you're probably aware, the home just came off the market, right?
Yeah, my agent told me it's coming.
Okay, so here's the thing. I talk too fast, he's never going to get that out. So I say, I'm probably aware your home came off the market, because then what happens is their wheels start spinning, and they're like, wait a second, what are you talking about? So you throw them off. You know, it looks like a normal 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with 2,500 square feet, and I'm confused. How in the world did that house not sell?
I don't know.
Now see, here's what's going to happen is that, keep in mind guys, the first part, I'm speaking fast. Because when you speak fast, they can't hang up the phone on you. All right? I'm sure my buddy over here at Listing Power Tools, by the way, he's going to be speaking after this. This guy's a killer presenter. He's going to talk fast. The reason he's going to talk fast is because he wants to get your attention, because the product is that awesome. Okay? So here's the thing, guys, is that I talk fast. What it's going to sound like, hi, I'm looking for the owner of 123 Smith Street. Hi, my name is Aaron, I'm a local realtor. As you're probably aware, the home just came off the market. It looks like a normal 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath, 2,500 square feet. I'm just trying to figure out, how in the world did that place not sell?
I don't know, you tell me.
The reason that I use that line is because someone asked me, are you still looking to sell your home? Somebody asked me. No. Do you still want to sell your house? No. Do you want to work with an agent? No. You do not ever ask yes or no questions. Because yes or no questions, right off the bat, they are conditioned to say no. When I ask you this question right here, how in the world did your house not sell? Heads up. Here's the thing. That could have been a piece of chewed gum. You would have caught it. You know why? We are instinctually ingrained to do things when people ask us things in a certain way. Instinctually, when you ask somebody an open-ended question, they will respond. Always. Okay? And what I realized is they're going to respond in one of 5 ways. Okay? I've been utilizing the script enough where I've written it down where I know it is going to be answered in one of these 5 ways. Andy, say, ha 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 ha. No. No, seriously. How in the world did that place not sell?
I don't know what you're telling me.
Okay, so then, no, but seriously, if you had to pinpoint something, what do you think happened?
I have no idea. My agent just horrible.
Agent, good, you got to a point. Got it? So, tell me, I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, seriously, if you had to pinpoint something, what's the one thing in the world that, how in the world did that house not sell?
You're calling me. Why don't you tell me?
So see, that's a high D personality. I gotta ask like 3 or 4 times and eventually I'll get to it. So say my agent was horrible.
My agent is horrible.
So you had a horrible agent, correct?
Correct.
So what happened?
I have no idea. Just hear from him.
Shut your mouth, let him talk, and listen. And this is where I call it the 3 R's of scripting. Repeat, reaffirm, and redirect with another question. Okay, so I understand your home didn't sell because you felt you had a horrible agent. Is that correct?
Correct.
Then I'm going to go on to the next question. We'll get to it in a point. Say poor marketing.
It was horrible marketing.
Gotcha. So what I'm hearing is you felt your home was marketed poorly. How so?
I didn't even see it on Zillow or Truly or whatever other websites are out there.
And you just let them talk. You just let them talk. Repeat, reaffirm, redirect. I coined that, so if you hear that anywhere else, it's because they stole it from the bald guy. All right? So, hang up on me. Later. Unless it's a house that I really want, then what I'll do is I'll schedule a call back in a month, because in a month they won't remember me. But the reality of it is, what did I say? I have enough leads. If the guy's a jerk, I don't need to worry about it. Fair enough? Yes, fair enough. Next question I ask, is the property vacant or are you currently living in it?
Still living there.
Let's say that he says vacant.
It is unoccupied.
If that property is vacant, I am not getting off that phone until I get that appointment. Because the reality of it is when someone is sitting on a vacant property, they're losing money every single day. House is paid off, they're still losing money on taxes, they're losing money on a water bill. Whatever it is, they are losing money. They need to sell whether they know it or not, so they are either listening with me or hanging up the phone on me. It's that simple. So let me ask you this. In a perfect world, if the home had sold, when do you want to be in your new home by?
We were supposed to be there at fall.
Motivation. Motivation. So the thing is, with those 2 questions right off the bat, you get the motivation. So the next part is, okay, so you wanted, so let me get this straight. You wanted to be at home you wanted to be at the home in fall, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, now guys, now keep in mind, the part that I had underlined, this is what I utilize, because I have the stats to back it up. All right? I will email this script out to everybody as well, so you don't have to worry about writing it down. This script will be emailed in a follow-up, all right? As well as a beautiful picture of me, a standout cardboard cutout that you can utilize, and a year's supply of Dollar Shave Club. So, for your purposes, do not worry about the underlying part. What my team does is we actually specialize in selling homes that are on the market for extended periods of time. How can we help you?
Again, you're calling me. Why don't you just tell me about my house and stuff?
Okay, say bring me a buyer.
Bring me a buyer.
80% of the time they're going to say bring me a buyer. 80% of the time they're going to say bring me a buyer. Very easy answer. I wish I could. That would make both of our lives a heck of a lot easier. Yet I'd like to stop by, have a conversation, see how I can help, what works better for you, late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday. Boom, right there. Here's the point. This portion right here that I just shared with you, 75% of the scripts, I deviate because I'm good. I'm really good. Okay? Because I've been doing it for a long time. When you guys follow this script and you stick to the script, 75% of what you're saying is covered. I can guarantee you that 90% of the time, this 75% will not detract from that. What happens here is the 25%, where you need the most work on. You know how often? That rarely ever happens. So what the hardest part is here is figuring out the extra 25%. Where that comes down to is where you need to push, where you need to pull, what objections you need to overcome. There's like 5, 6, or 7 objections. There's not many of them. You just got to know the proper ways to ask them to the proper people. Make sense? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. What do you want to say?
Huh?
What do you want to say?
I'm good.
We are going to role play at a high level here. Okay? When I role play hard. This is what we call a role play workout. All right? Because the thing is, a scripting workout. This is a scripting workout right here. Because I will never get a call this bad. But I am prepared for anything that should come up within that phone call. Make sense? So just be prepared. You're about to see the guns, the A game come out, and he's about to whoop me. So everybody, give my buddy, and my coach Andy Shearer a round of applause. The cool part about him is you do that, and he just doesn't care because he has no ego whatsoever. So it's like when you do that for me, I'm like, yay, you like me.
So can you explain also why we practice so hard? Can you do that?
Yeah, we practice. Why don't you just tell him?
Okay, cool. So you guys are all professional real estate agents, right? Like whether you're part-time or full-time, you guys are licensed professional real estate agents, yes?
Yes.
God, it is quiet when I say this.
Yes.
Guys, y'all are professionals, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Michael Jordan, name sound familiar?
Yes.
Oh, God, you guys, come on. You
Yes.
guys know Michael Jordan, right? Cool. So,
He lives next door to me.
yeah, in Chicago?
Lawnmower.
Yeah, there you go. So, he still to this day practices. And one of the things that he was quoted in saying is that practice has become part of the games. So that if you guys practice as hard as we do, if you guys practice as hard as you possibly can, the games become easy. So when you get on the phone at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can go until 11 o'clock in the afternoon. 11 o'clock in the morning. That was awesome, by the way. Everything becomes easy at that point. If you have script partners in high referral areas for you, I'm giving you guys some tips right here. If you guys have script partners in high referral areas, Aaron Wittenstein, please get these set up. If you guys have script partners in high referral areas, they will give you business. So not only are you getting better, but you are also establishing a referral freaking network for you. It is that simple. Make calls. Call the other team leaders in the other areas. Have them refer you business. And change your script partners once a quarter. Have them push you. You guys are professionals. Practice every single freaking day.
Yes. You thought I was passionate and get angry. He's even worse. Imagine what my calls are like with him. Woo! Okay, you ready to do this?
Yes.
I can't look at him while I do this, otherwise I start laughing. So, hi, I'm looking for the owner of 123 Smith Street.
Who is this?
My name is Aaron. I'm the local realtor, as you're probably aware.
Alright, we're just going to stop right there because we're like the 7th, it's what, 8:03?
Yeah.
You guys do not sleep? What is this?
So I'm what, the 17th agent to call you?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
give it an hour, you'll have 37 people calling you. So, you know, what I'm looking at here is you have a home that is just, it's 4 bedroom, 2.5
List my
bath.
house, is that what you're trying to do?
What's that?
You just want to list my house, is that what you're
Well, I
trying to do?
have no idea. I don't even know if you like me yet. But the thing is you have a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3,000 square feet property, and I'm just trying to figure out how in the world did that place not sell?
Obviously, you're calling me so you have some sort of idea. Why?
No, let me ask you this. If you had to pinpoint something, anything, what do you think? How in the world did this place not sell?
Did you happen to show my house while I was on the market?
I did not show your property while it's on the market. Let me share with you why. Personally, right now, I'm a listing agent. Are you aware of the difference between a listing agent and a buyer's agent?
I'm not, but if you didn't show my house, how did you get my information?
How does it get your? I have a database. Basically, I have a service that provides me data on a daily basis that gives me all the information. I don't know how they get the data. With big data nowadays, they could probably get my shoe size if they really wanted to. Yet at the end of the day, I did not see your house. Maybe one of my buyer's agents came by to take a look at it. But the thing is, let me ask you this. I'm still trying to figure out how in the world did that place not sell?
I'm assuming that you're looking at the pictures and everything else.
Yeah.
You want to tell me?
You know what I'm looking at here is I got about 3 different reasons. Would you like me to go over? I got about a 45-minute conversation we could have, or I could just swing by and meet you. What works better, late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
I appreciate the tenacity, my friend, but again, I've had other agents call me. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point.
Sure.
So, I mean, just in what you're looking at for a listing sheet, what would you say actually stop me?
Gotcha. So one thing I want to get back to, since you appreciate my tenacity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say I'm being a little bit too aggressive?
No, not at all.
Okay, gotcha. You know one of the biggest complaints that I get from people who have their house on the market for, with the first, second, or third agent, you know what that complaint is?
What's that?
Their agent wasn't tenacious enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so what I'm looking at here is that we've got three different things here. Number one, I'm talking pricing, not just pricing, I'm talking strategic pricing. You have your home listed at $585,000, is that correct?
Correct.
Let me ask you this, when you looked for your home, what price increments did you search for?
We moved 11 years ago.
Okay.
That wasn't really a big thing then.
So are you looking to buy a new house?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this, with the new home, what price increments are you looking at?
50,000.
50,000. So here's the thing, at this price point, people usually look between $25,000 and $50,000. So at $585,000, you basically have your home listed at $600,000. Now number two, I'm looking at your professional photographers. These were professionally done, correct?
No, my agent brought in one of those little smartphone cameras and hope for the best.
Okay, gotcha,
I
sure,
think
sure.
the picture's actually in the mirror in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at that. I mean, that's definitely an issue. The other thing is are you aware that we have 1,000 words that we can utilize in the remarks column?
No.
Gotcha. Here's the thing, they only
You
use...
sound like you could fill them up just by talking.
Yeah, they only use 473.
Okay.
So I could go on and on and on, yet the reality of it is I'm showing you, you asked me what it is, I'd love to stop by and have a conversation. I mean, what works better for you, late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
I mean, is there anything else that you would pick out? So price, the pictures, and the information you provide.
Yes.
What else?
What else? How much time do you have?
I don't know how much time you need.
Let's say right now, you want to be honest, probably about 47 minutes. Do you have that time?
I do not.
Okay, gotcha, totally understand.
So like I said, I mean, we're really not sure what we're going to be doing.
Sure.
I mean, this is the second time around for us, so we might as well just try for sale by owner as well.
Sure.
So if you have a buyer, feel free to bring one through.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this real quick. Is the property vacant, or are you currently living in it?
I'm looking.
You're living in the home right now. And if you had sold the home, at what time frame would you like to be in that home by?
I mean, we were trying to be there by December, like through the holidays, but at this point, it really doesn't matter.
Gotcha,
We're trying
gotcha.
before next December.
So you'd like to be in the home by next December, is that correct?
Yeah.
And did I hear you're thinking about, selling the home for sale by owner? Did you mention that?
Yes.
Okay, why are you thinking about going for sale by owner?
The other two agents just couldn't do the job.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this. If I could show you how I could actually get you the same amount of money by listing with me as opposed to going for sale by owner, would you at least consider having a conversation with me in person?
Honestly, I don't think it's about the money at this point. I'm just frustrated that real estate agents don't know what they're doing.
Okay, so it's not about the money, you're just frustrated in general.
Yeah.
Gotcha, I would be too. Look, so I'm looking at it here, you have the home on the market for 275 days. What my team actually does is we specialize in selling homes around the market for extended periods of time without selling. My team is taking homes around the market as long as 1,039 days and flip them around to 29. I mean, realistically, how can I help you?
So, and the last agent that I worked with was a team as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hear from the agent at all. I heard from their assistant. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I want to work for the team at all anymore.
Sure.
Again, I'm just incredibly frustrated.
No, I totally understand. And the thing is with us, so you never heard from the agent whatsoever.
Well, after he signed the listing, put the agent in, honestly, put the sign on the ground. So.
Okay, gotcha. So, I mean, the one thing for me that is very important, as you can hear, I like to talk a lot. You can even ask my wife; she'll reiterate the same thing. Is that what my commitment to you is that we are actually going to have a real life conversation. What do you prefer, text, email, phone, or video chat? Yeah, like we can use Zoom. It's a pretty cool program.
I mean, if it's internet-based, that's fine.
Okay, so between 12 and 4, we'll have a Zoom. You can see me face-to-face. We can actually do a listing consultation if you like that way. But the thing is, between 12 and 4 o'clock, what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation. What the conversation is going to look like is we're going to go over the market. We're going to see what happens. We're going to go over the marketing that was done, the feedback on the property, the marketing that we're going to do, and discuss any price. What my rule is if we don't hear from me between 12 and 4 on Wednesday, I will call you on Thursday. If you don't hear from me on Thursday, you fire me on Friday.
That sounds fair.
Gotcha. So I'd love to stop by and have a conversation. What works better, late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
Now, how much do you charge?
$10 million.
No, really, how much do you charge?
Well, the thing is that, we definitely, it's either $10 million or negotiable to a fee that we can both agree upon.
Okay.
So you want to meet?
I mean, I have to definitely talk to my wife again. We were thinking about going to Hanford.
Okay.
She travels for business, so probably...
All right, let me ask you this. I hear a lot of this for sale by owner here. What is bringing you back to the for sale by owner?
Again, the last two agents, I mean, again, you sound like you do a nice job. The other agents sound like they did a nice job too. So if I have you in the house and you like it, I'm in sales. I'm the easiest sale ever. So I'm just afraid that I'm going to make the wrong decision.
Yeah, so, all right, so let me understand this. You're in sales. What you're scared about is that you're going to make the wrong decision and not pick the right realtor like you did the last two times. Is that
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing is I'm not looking for a commitment. I'm just looking for an appointment. And the reality of it is if I come by your home, we sit down, we have a conversation, and what I say makes sense to you and your wife, of course, you would at least consider at that point having a conversation. Is that correct?
I would consider it, sure.
Okay, so what works better for you? Late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
Like I said, I'll call my wife. And is this the best number to reach him?
Yeah, this is my cell phone. So let me ask you this. Typically, now guys, side note, you only push so hard on the wife thing, all right? We're just going to do it for the sheer form of entertainment here. So, all right, so you got to speak with your wife. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Would you consider yourself the main decision maker, or do you and your wife make all decisions together?
It depends on who you're talking to.
Okay, no, but be honest. I mean, would you consider yourself the main
No,
decision?
I'm being honest.
Okay, gotcha. So it depends on who I'm talking to. So I mean, here's the thing: is that my wife and I, pretty much like she completely has faith in me, and she feels that if I schedule something up and I'm comfortable with it, she's comfortable enough going along with it. So why don't we do this? Why don't we get something tentatively on the table right now? So I mean, what tends to work better for you and your wife? Late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
I'll say what works better for my wife, and I'll just find a way to make it work.
Okay.
But definitely Saturdays.
Saturday, okay. So I'm looking here, I've got availability at 9 or 11.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend we have sports, so I probably, we won't be available until 1 or 3.
Okay, I can do 1 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
Can we do this for sale by owner objection? You didn't let me go there.
Yeah.
I'm sticking for sale by owner. I just, agents just aren't worth the money.
So see, that was hard to do. He didn't do it, and I'm kind of upset right now.
There's
It's
a
like my
reason
favorite.
why, because he loves it.
I love this objection. This is my favorite objection. You guys will never get it. It's so hard to spew out, but that's my favorite. That awesome. All right, so let me get this straight. You're thinking about going for sale by owner, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If I could justify to you that you would be making the same amount of money going for sale by owner as it would listing with me, would you at least consider sitting down and having a conversation?
Just because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt? Sure.
Sure, excellent. So here's the thing is, I would think that you're offering out 2.5% commission to someone who's coming in the property, right?
Sure.
Okay, gotcha. Let's say he says no, okay? So, all right, so right off the bat, you're offering 2.5% commission. Let's say that he says no. So here's what happens, Mr. Seller, is I order all of my buyer's specialists. When they come over and they look at it for sale by owner, we know you're not paying a commission, so we reduce our offer automatically by 2.5%, which means I need to justify an additional 2.5% commission. Does this make sense so far?
Sure. So
Okay.
5%, right.
Exactly. So at this point, all I need to justify is 2.5%. So you are spending money to market your home, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're spending at least 0.5% to market your home, correct?
It's probably not that much, but yeah, right around there.
Okay. If you're going to be doing it properly, you need to spend at least 0.5% on marketing your property, which means at this point you need to justify 2%. So here's the thing. With all due respect, you said you're in sales, correct?
Correct.
You know a good salesman when you hear it, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I'm very good at what I do. I'm actually phenomenal at what I do. And I guarantee you that I will get you at least 1% more than you can do on your own, which means I need to justify another 1%. Does that make sense?
How are you going to guarantee it?
What's that? I will put it in writing.
And if you don't?
If I don't, then I will give you 1% back in closing.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, the thing is all I need to do is justify 1 more percent. He totally threw me off. I've never been asked that one before. So, all I need to justify another. Now, you have a full-time job, is that correct?
I'd like to think so.
Do you want another one?
No.
Okay, and let me ask you this. Do you feel comfortable having strangers come through your home? I don't know if you have, kids or anything, but do you feel comfortable having strangers come through your house unexpectedly?
Unexpectedly, no.
Okay, got it. So here's the thing. If we're looking at it as justifying 1%, and I don't know about you, but for my time, my sanity, and my safety, it sure makes sense now, doesn't it?
Sure.
Okay.
It's not like you can talk your way out of people back.
Exactly. That's why you need me to come by and list your home, baby.
There's light.
There we go. So that's how you do a strict workout. Everybody give Andy a big round of applause. All right, stop the Facebook Live.